Hello, everyone, and welcome to Storytime. My name's Christopher, and I work at the Ann Arbor District Library, and it's so nice that you can be with me today. Now, many of you know how I like to begin with a little song called Clap Everybody and Say Hello. And if you don't know it, you will by the time it's over. So you can join along first by clapping, okay? Clap everybody and say hello, say hello, say hello. Clap everybody and say hello. Welcome to Story Time. Welcome. Now you know I like to do this in other languages, so let's try Estonian. Tere, okay? And let's add a little banjo while we're at it. Clap everybody and say tere, say tere, say tere. Clap everybody and say tere. Welcome to Story Time. How about Italian? Ciao. Here we go. Clap everybody and say ciao, say ciao, say ciao. Clap everybody and say ciao. Welcome to Story Time. What have we not done in a while? Let's do Hindi. Namaste. Clap everybody and say namaste, say namaste, say namaste. Clap everybody and say namaste. Welcome to Story Time. Welcome everyone. It's so nice to be with you again. Now, before we get into our stories for today, you know, I like to get some energy moving and some blood pumping. So, how about some Grand Old Duke of York? You know how it goes. The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up or down. I think you've got it. Shall we pick up the pace a little bit? The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up or down. The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up or down. Super fast! The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up or down. Very nice. Well, we've got some great stories today. They're all different. And since we're out eating fresh things, I thought I would tell you a nice story. Well, you'll see what it's all about. It starts like this. Once there was a girl who loved puzzles. And one summer day, she was feeling a little bit bored. And she said, "Ma, what should I do today? I've drawn all I can. I've read all I can. I need something else." And her mother, who knew her daughter very well, said, "Why don't you go out and try to find something special?" "Like what?" Well, the mother said, "I'm looking for a red house with no windows or doors and a star inside." Well, the little girl didn't know what to think of that. A red house with no windows or doors and a star inside. She didn't know where to start looking. So the mother said, "Why don't you run along down the lane to start your journey?" And so the little girl went down the lane running. She went past the barn, through the meadow, past the big oak tree, and there she saw one of her friends, a little boy. And the girl said, "Hey, do you know where I can find a red house with no windows or doors and a star inside?" And the boy thought, that's a funny thing. I don't know. But my dad's a farmer, and farmers know an awful lot. Why don't you go see him in that field? Well, the little girl took off, trotting down the road, through the cow field, past the pasture, and there was the farmer. And she said, "Farmer, do you know where I can find a red house with no windows or doors and a star inside?" And the farmer scratched his head and said, I've never heard of such a thing. A red house with no windows or doors and a star inside. Now that sounds pretty special. I don't know, but you know who might? You should go talk to Granny. Granny is very wise. And so the little girl set off again. She went through another field and all the way to Granny's house. And she knocked on the door, and Granny opened up and let her in. And the little girl said, "Do you know where I can find a red house with no windows or doors and a star inside?" And Granny thought, now that's an odd thing. I wonder where you could find something like that. And Granny puzzled and puzzled, and she didn't know. But she said, "You know what? When I don't know something, I go and ask the wind. And sometimes the wind gives me an answer. So be off with you. Good luck on your quest." And the little girl set out once more, trying to listen to the wind. She wasn't quite sure about Granny's advice, but what did she have to lose? She thought she'd give it a try. And the wind was indeed blowing, and it picked up, and it carried her down the lane. And before she knew it, she was standing in front of a tree, and she said, "Oh, wind, where can I find the thing that I'm looking for?" And she looked down, and there was a red apple. And she said, "Well, this is kind of a house with no windows or doors, but I don't really understand how it could have a star inside." But she was pretty close, pretty confident, so she ran all the way back home to see her mother and ask her if she was getting close to the solution. And her mother said, indeed, this red apple, if we cut it open, we can see a wonderful star inside." And the girl had solved the riddle. The end. I hope you enjoyed that. I used to hear Laura tell that all the time, and it's nice to be able to put my spin on it. So thank you, Laura. All right, what do we have next? Oh, it always trips me up. It's Dr. Knickerbocker. So let's see how we do. Dr. Knickerbocker, Knickerbocker, number 9. I just got back and I'm feeling fine. Now I've got the rhythm of the head tap, tap. Now you've got the rhythm of the head tap, tap. Now I've got the rhythm of the nose honk, honk. Now you've got the rhythm of the nose honk, honk. Now I've got the rhythm of the shoulders doo-wop. Now you've got the rhythm of the shoulders doo-wop. Now I've got the rhythm of the elbows bonk, bonk. Now you've got the rhythm of the elbows bonk, bonk. Tap, tap, honk, honk, doo-wop, bonk, bonk. Dr. Knickerbocker, Knickerbocker, number 9. I just got back and I'm feeling fine. Now I've got the rhythm of the hands clap, clap. Now you've got the rhythm of the hands clap, clap. Now I've got the rhythm of the finger snip, snap. Now you've got the rhythm of the finger snip, snap. Now I've got the rhythm of the tummy tap, tap. Now you've got the rhythm of the tummy tap, tap. Now I've got the rhythm of the hips, ooh-wee. You've got the rhythm of the hips, ooh-wee. Clap, clap, snip, snap, tap, tap, ooh-wee. Dr. Knickerbocker, Knickerbocker, number 9. A 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, a 6, a 7, a 8, and 9. I say a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, a 6, a 7, a 8, and 9. We did it, and we didn't even have a bonus clap for the 10th thing. All right, good job, everyone. Let's see what we've got next. Oh, we've got a great story that I want to tell you called The Story of Growl by Judy Horacek. And I hope you enjoy it. It's with a great puppet. Ready? Once there was a character named Growl, and Growl liked to do a lot of fun things, including growling a lot. That was Growl's favorite thing to do, night and day, run through the garden, growling at everyone and everything, and having so much fun. Well, Growl would sneak around and have so much fun chasing things and growling and disturbing everyone. And one day, Growl took things a little too far. Growl crept up to the fence on his neighbor's property and looked over. And just as they were having afternoon tea, Growl let out a huge growl. And the neighbors were so startled, they flipped backwards, and teacups and dishes and spoons and jam and the tablecloth all went flying. Well, they were not very happy about that. So they called up the constable and they said, "We need you to do something about Growl, who lives next door." The constable came, put up a big sign that said, "No more growling. This means you." Well, Growl knew exactly who it meant. And Growl was not happy. And all day long, Growl was quiet. And the day after that, and the day after that. And Growl tried to sing her little song about growling, and the only thing that came out were tears. Not a very good state of affairs. Meanwhile, the neighbors went about their afternoon tea parties, having a marvelous time, free from any growling. One night, Growl was awake. She couldn't sleep and she was still upset, but she saw someone sneaking through her neighbor's yard, stealing the entire afternoon tea set and trying to creep away. Well, without even thinking, Growl rushed to the window and let out her biggest growl yet. Growl! And the neighbors woke up, and the first neighbor said, "What's going on?" And the second neighbor said, "Growl saved our afternoon tea set." Well, everything was fine after that. The neighbors thought, maybe some growling is okay. And so Growl went back to growling and chasing and sneaking and making noise, just not during afternoon tea. And sometimes the neighbors even joined her for a nice growl. And they all got along so well after that. Oh, and one other thing. The constable came to remove the sign. The end. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, I think it's about time. Oh, that growling kind of made me think of something. You ready? Well, look who it is. It's Ralph. How you doing, Ralph? Pretty good. Are you ready for some dancing? Yeah! All right, let's get to the dancing. Are you hungry? I guess you are. Let's have a little dance first. Oh, dance any way you want to. Dance any way you please. Dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Hop any way you want to. Hop any way you please. Hop any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Swim any way you want to, swim any way you please. Swim any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Don't sink now, Ralph. Oh, sleep any way you want to. I said sleep, not eat. Sleep any way you please. Sleep any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Oh, you woke us up. All right. Thank you, Ralph. Well, I think that this is a good time for our summer game code. Here it is. REDHOUSE at play.aadl.org, and you can go to that site and enter it and get big points. Okay? Enjoy. We've got another great story. This time I wanted to read it to you. It's by Lee Hodgkinson, called A Place to Read. And I really like this. Nice story. A Place to Read. The thing is, when I want to read, what I really, really need is a place to sit, just for a bit. somewhere comfy, but not buzzy, and not all growly, itchy, fuzzy. Someplace brighter without these hoots. And no to giant stomping boots. A place not smelly, stinky, grimy. Somewhere nice, not slippy, slimy. And I don't like soggy. Sorry, Froggy. But it can't be far. Sorry, Star. It's got to be not hot, you see. And not too cold. Or up a tree. This is way too high for me. Is this so very much to ask? It seems to be a mighty task. But wait, hang on. Yes, that's it. It doesn't matter where you sit. A book is best anywhere. A book is best when you share. The end. It's a lovely book. All right. We're coming to the end of our story time, and I think we're ready for the pirate song. Ready? When I was one, I sucked my thumb on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you'll go this way, that way, forward, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was 2, I tied my shoe on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was 3, I tapped my knee on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." Very nice. And it's time for Knees Up Mother Brown. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay. Ready? There was a girl from France who didn't know how to dance. The only thing that she could do was knees up, Mother Brown. Oh, knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, never let the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown, and sit back down. The neighbor's name was Growl, and at tea time she did howl. The only thing that she could do was knees up, Mother Brown, oh, knees up, Mother Brown, knees up, Mother Brown, knees up, never let the breeze up, knees up, Mother Brown, and sit back down. The little girl found the solution. Mom cut it for distribution. The only thing that she could do was knees up, Mother Brown, oh, knees up, Mother Brown, knees up, Mother Brown, knees up, never let the breeze up, knees up, Mother Brown. There was a teeny tiny man who loved to do handstands. Oh, not today. The only thing that he could do was knees up, Mother Brown, oh, knees up, Mother Brown, knees up, Mother Brown, knees up, never let the breeze up, knees up, Mother Brown, super fast. Knees up, Mother Brown, knees up, Mother Brown, knees up, never let the breeze up, knees up, Mother Brown. Wiggle, wiggle fingers right up to the sky. Wiggle, wiggle fingers and wave them all goodbye. I'll see you next time. Take care.